Good day. This presentation examines the political, economic, cultural, and legal factors prior to making a decision of venturing a healthcare product distribution to India. The massive Indian country is widely known as a leader in cultural diversity. The country is surrounded by the Indian Ocean, Arabian Sea, and the Bay of Bengal, making India a peninsula. The north of India is the home to the Himalayas mountain, which is considered as the world's highest. India is also a neighbor to countries such as Bangladesh, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Tibet, and China. Having attained its independence in 1947, India is among the leading democratic countries of the world. In spite of there being 26 states as well as 7 union territories, India still boasts of diversity unity. Moreover, the presence of diverse religions, cultures, and languages in India, unity is still maintained in the country. India has been experiencing an unprecedented growth of GDP for the past decade. Furthermore, the country has been increasingly opening its business environment to foreign companies as well as investors. The analysis of a business macro environment entails the consideration of diverse factors, which includes political, economic, cultural, and legal factors. The decisions made by business managers are immensely affected by the above factors, either directly or indirectly. As a matter of fact, the factors addressed in political, economic, cultural, and legal analysis are often out of a business control, and it is crucial for the business to be aware of them before undertaking any plan to commence its operations or make a decision to expand operations. Let's examine the political factors in India. Being one of the world's largest democracies, India has a federal form of government. The Indian federal government is based on the common law of English, review of legislative acts by the judiciary, maintenance of reservations on the acceptance of compulsory jurisdiction, application of different personal legal codes on Christians, Hindus, and Muslims. Indians' political can be described as average stable. From India's history, Indian National Congress has steered the federal government for a long time. However, several parties have dominated Indian state politics. The political environment of India is highly determined by diverse factors such as political stability and government's policies, the ideologies of various political parties, politicians' interests, as well as the influence political forums possesses. Therefore, multivariate political factors affect the Indian business environment. They include taxation, which is well developed due to its three-tier structure of governments: the union, state, and urban and rural bodies. The union government imposes income tax, custom duty, as well as excise, sales, and service tax. The state government levies principal taxes, including stamp duty, land revenue, state excise, entertainment duty, and professional and calling taxes. Various taxes such as octroi, properties, markets, as well as utilities are charged by the local bodies. Politics also influence privatization as interference politically is reduced, hence efficiency. In addition, the government encourages free business. There are flexible regulations in international trade. The government has been stable for the past 10 years, and India has not had external wars. Let's go to the economic factors. Since the announcement industrial reform policies in 1991, India's economy has been considerably stable. For instance, there was massive reduction to 6 on industrial compulsory licensing, divestment on crowded public sector enterprises, liberalization of foreign capital, granting of permission on foreign technological agreements, and the formation of Foreign Investment Promotion Board. Thus, there has been a continuous improvement of Indian economic factors. The year 2009, The country registered a GDP of 3.965 trillion US dollar, growth of 6%. Similarly, there was an impressive growth of direct foreign investment for the same year to 10.532 billion US dollar. Thus, Indian economy demonstrates its stability through its ability to brush off the global economic readjustment. Let's go now to India's cultural factors. India is one country in the world that has the distinction of being tolerant and not resorting to arms and ammunition in the first place. Mahatma Gandhi's Satyagraha movement is a testimony to this. Swami Vivekananda also amply enunciated this fact in his speech delivered at Chicago on September 11, 1893, quoting, "The most ancient order of monks in the world, the Vedic order of Sannyasins, a religion which has taught the world both tolerance and universal acceptance." India has also been at the forefront of being a secular country. Freedom of worship and practice of religion is a manifestation of harmonious existence of diverse cultures in India. No religion is looked down upon or uplifted either. In fact, all religions, despite their cultural differences, come together in the times of calamity to show their unity in diversity. India's history is replete with instances of cooperation and brotherhood. In spite of having suffered oppression from different foreign conquerors at different periods of history, its culture and oneness has not taken a beating and continued to remain intact. And lastly, its legal factors. Significant legal changes have been established in India in the recent past. For instance, legislation on disability discrimination, emphasis on recycling as well as minimum wage increase have directly affected business. Past legislation also affect business directly such as the 1969 Act on Trademark, 1955 Act on Essential Commodities, the 1969 Act on Weights, Standards and Measure, as well as the Consumer Protection Act of 1969. In addition, there are several forms of legislations applied in Indian business environment, such as licensing, copyrights, as well as legislations on employment, product and trade restrictions, safety and health regulations, as well as compliance to EU laws and Commission on Monopolies. As a conclusion, from the foregoing, it is evident that India has a favorable business environment for the distribution of healthcare products. Investors from all over the world can invest in profitable ventures in India. The political, economic, cultural, and legal analysis of India reveals that the country has a high potential to sustain profitable business ventures. The reference in making this presentation was from Grayson, entitled Win in India, an analysis of market entry strategy into India's food and beverage industry, and from UK Essays. And this presentation is being done in compliance with the requirements of the course International Marketing. Thank you so much.